Hello, Miss LaHart here with the linear equation lesson. Before we start, we're going to review what we did yesterday because if you don't remember how to do slope, then today's lesson is going to be very rough. Um, Also, guys, the entire sheet yesterday had a spelling mistake all throughout, and it wasn't until ninth period that a student pointed out to me. Here it is. There's a mistake in there. What did Miss LaHart screw up? How to spell positive. None of you spotted it. So I gave the strike to the ninth period on that one. I was shocked and crazy. All right, so looking at your worksheet, okay, if you were here for us, remember slope yesterday, we talked about how to identify whether it's a positive or negative, and then actually what would be the slope of that line. So for example, number one, looking at it, remember, you always look at a line from left to right. If you go down, it's a negative slope. If you go up from left to right, it is a positive slope. So for example, this one is definitely a negative slope. Okay, run that finger down that line. I'm going downhill left to right. So that is a negative slope. Now, when you go to do the actual slope, you need 2 points on the line. Okay, so here's 1 point. And remember, guys, a coordinate point is one that crosses right in those boxes, right in the exit, right in the intersection of your lines. So here is one of those points on that line. Where is the other one? Oh, right there. Okay. Then the top number represents how many you go down or up. So in this case, we go down 3. And then how do you get to the next point? You have to go right 1. Okay, so therefore this slope is -3 for the down 3 over 1, which is +1. Okay, there's your first example. Okay, now I'm going to, oh, by the way, also I kind of got some conversation about where do we stick the negative? Remember, there are 3 spots and they make them all equivalent. You can stick it out front of the number. You can stick it in the numerator. You can stick it in the denominator, which is weird because it's not. But anyway, that would be equivalent. Or remember, anything divided by 1 is just itself. So it could also just be -3. However you want to write it, all of those are equivalent. And I will give you credit for each one of those. Stick the negative 1 spot. I don't care what spot. Just one of the areas. They all are the same. I like this one, but the first one, but that is a preference. All right, here we go. Pause the video and see if you could get this right. So from left to right, this is a positive graph. And then the slope, okay, here's 1 point, here's another point. I go up 1 over 1. So that is a +1 over 1, or just 1. And guys, your points might be different than mine, but as long as you simplify your fraction, you should get the same number that we get. Okay. Again, pause the video, try this example. All right, that sign is positive from left to right. It's going uphill. And again, where are my 2 dots? There's one right there. And then there's another one right there. So I go up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1 is a +2 over 1 or 2. Choice number 4, pause the video. All right, so this is definitely a negative slope from left to right. It's going downhill. Here's a point, and then when I look at another one, there's one right there. So this, drawing my triangle, we would end up with down 1 over 4. So -1/4. Okay, down 1 over 4. Again, top number is how much you go up or down. Bottom number is how much you go left or right. Next one. Okay, go ahead, pause the video. All right, this is definitely a positive graph, and then a point right there, and then right there. So that would be up 1 over 3 for a slope of 1/3. Last example. Okay, this one was tricky. This is a negative slope. Okay, there's 1 point right there, and then as you go down this line, where's the next good one? Oh, probably. Oh, strike 1. No, I'm gonna fix it live. Okay, she's fixing it live because it's awkwardly down here. Hold on, hon. Miss LaHart going too quick when she made her PowerPoint. Okay, I will have fixed it so they can't give me a strike. Down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a -4 and 5ths. Look at you guys. Miss LaHart is doing it live. Okay, because look, that doesn't go through the axis right there. So like this is, that's the best one. Gosh. All right, anyway. My bad. Sorry for the fix. All right, here we go. Back to the notes for the week. We're on the second page. Okay, the second page that has this diagram on the top. So today I can write a linear equation in slope-intercept form by looking at the graph. So if I give you a line on a graph, you can tell me what the equation is for that line. It's called slope-intercept form because in it is the slope. And then this piece is the y-intercept. Now, M and B are going to be numbers, okay? M and B are numbers that we are plugging in. All right, so first we're going to practice with noticing where the y-intercept is, okay? Y-intercept is where this thing crosses the y-axis. This first one, geez, I should have redone my first examples. But anyway, where does it cross? Right there. What is the y-intercept? 5. And I also think I should move that point down. Move that point down. There we go. Okay, that right there is a positive 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The y-intercept of this equation is 5. This next one, okay, again, where is it on the y-axis? Right there, which is what? -1. Okay. Number 3 is horrible because it doesn't go through a nice spot, so we're going to skip number 3. Okay, so try this example. Now that you've seen a few, see if you can identify what the y-intercept is. Did you get +1? Okay. What about number 5? Kind of tricky, but not really. Okay, this is right there. What y value is that? 0. Don't overthink that. +0. Okay, y-intercept is 0. That can happen. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. That is a +1. Clearly, I needed more examples. Okay, so now that we've practiced the y-intercept, we've practiced how to find slope. Now we're going to put it together. Write the slope-intercept form of the equation of each line. So I have this box down here to kind of help us guide through it, guys. You're not always going to get these boxes, so be able to do it. Okay, so I always first go after what my y-intercept is because that's the easiest thing to just look at. That is a +2. Okay, now you go after what the slope of that line is. So again, you find another nice coordinate along. Ooh, that's not nice enough. That is not nice enough. Okay, oh God, another one of those. Oh, but I put it on the right spot. Okay, guys, those are not in perfect points. I know they look it, but they're not. There's a piece up here. Anyway, that's the next point. Okay, so now what's the slope of that line? So that goes down -1, -2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then over 5. So the slope of this would be -7/5. All right, now you're going to put it together in the y equals mx plus b form. So here we go. The m gets -7/5. The b is the +2. Bada bing, bada boom. There is the equation for that line. Okay. So you need to know your y-intercept and your slope. Y-intercept and slope. All right, question number 2. All right, I like to go after my y-intercept. It's always the easiest. This one would be 0. All right, now we go after slope. So we got to find another coordinate. So along this line, look at another one right on the axis. That's all right. Here we go. Now drawing my beautiful triangle. It looks like I have to go up to right 5. So that's a +2/5. So putting those both together would be y equals 2/5 x plus 0. Now, do you have to write the +0? No, you don't. And I'm fixing it already. Look at me fix it. You could write it and leave it like that, and that would absolutely be fine. Okay, whatever works. So both are their equivalent. All right, number 3. Y-intercept, boom, right there. So that's a +2. All right, now we got to find our next point. There it is. Oh, I went backwards this time. That's all right, whatever points. Now, always go from left to right. So this goes up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. So that equals y equals 2 over x plus 2. And again, one more time, this could just be, you could just leave this as 2. Okay, whatever works for you guys. They're both equivalent. Leave it, keep it. Doesn't matter. You'll see it more like this when it comes to actually graphing these things, but to each their own. Board work. So everybody, this is again time to see if you've got this. So everybody pause the video right now and write the slope-intercept form of that equation. All right, y-intercept would be 2. Okay. I've got a slope of up 3 over 2, so that would be y equals 3/2 x plus 2. Were you able to get that? All right, next example. Again, pause the video and please fill out the information. In 3, 2, 1. Y-intercept would be there, and so it's a positive 4. Woo! My animations are off. This one, we go down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, so that's a negative 1/2. So then putting those both together, you would end up with y equals negative 1/2 x plus 4. Okay. 3, pause the video, go ahead and try this example. All right, here we go. All right, so +1 would have been the y-intercept. The next nice coordinate that would have been through it is down there. That is down 3, right 5. So that's a negative 3/5. So then we would end up with y equals negative 3/5 x plus 1. You heard that bang? That was my dog in the background. Another one, pause the video, go do the example. 3, 2, 1. Y-intercept, what do we got? We got 0, so that goes there. Ooh, there's the other point, so +0, and then we go up 4, right 1, and then you end up with 4 over 1. So again, y equals 4 over 1 x plus 0. You could y equals 4x. All different possibilities. Okay. Again, if you've got it by now, you can go to the classwork, but here we go, another example. In 3, 2, 1. Y-intercept on this would be 3, and then we would go down 2 over 5. Down 2 over 5. So y equals negative 2/5 x plus 3. One. Okay. All right, positive 3. Finding another coordinate was difficult on this one. It was way down there. So we went up 5 over 4. Up 5 over 4. So y equals 5/4 x plus 3. All right, that's it. Go ahead, try your classwork. Let me know if you need any help. Miss the heart out. Should we do, well, yeah. Bye.